I feel like it's been a minute. Since we've jumped on the live stream. What's it been, guys? Since the NFL draft like a month ago? Dudes, that's in the past. It's time for some simulated Madden Chargers football. I kind of want that sensation of Sunday football to be back in my life somehow, and I figured this would be a great way to do it. With Madden simulation of the 2021 season, we finally have the schedule for the Los Angeles Chargers. We finally have the new roster of Los Angeles Chargers. I kind of want to have a sneak peek of what this could look like. What do you guys think? Go ahead and turn this thing back on here, too. What do you guys think? Are you guys ready for some football? Let's go. Looking cute today. Thank you so much, Jared. First off, let's give some shout outs in the chat. It's been a minute since I've seen my favorite people. Zelda fan, what's going on? Que onda? Que hora and que onda? Mike Boyette, what's going on, man? Eli Mozo, Angel or Angel, however you say your name. I saw you, man. You were first. That matters to me. It matters. Who else we got in here? John Gooch, JB's, what's going on? Kiora, Gilbert Sanchez, good to see everybody. Ryan D, Ginger Boy, Adrian Scott, good to see everybody. Who's ready for some Madden Chargers simulation football? Week 1 of the 2020 NFL season, featuring the Chargers at the Washington football team. We are kicking off here in about 2 minutes, fellas. But first, I want to go over some stuff, some ground rules of this Madden simulation football. For one, I'm gonna try and treat this as much as possible as like a real football game. You know, just to add to the syntheticness of the hype. And two, let's take a look real quick at the roster turnovers of both teams. Of course, the Chargers, the roster that I'm using in today's video is using all the new players. It's got the we are using or going by the schedule of the 2021 NFL season. So in order, we're going to be going through each game. So next week I'll check the schedule, but we'll be able to go, kind of in order. Anyway, Corey Linsley, one of the best offseason acquisitions in the NFL to the Chargers, now on this roster. We got Michael Davis in there. I think he's cornerback 2 on this team right now. I have to go check the roster as far as the depth chart here on the game. We also have Asante Samuel, Chris Harris Jr., Mark Webb, Joey Bosa, all of the new rookies and stuff. They're going to be in the game. This is going to be a pretty nice sneak peek to how the Chargers might be operating. I think I kept Michael Badgley on the team, too, in favor of Alex Kessman, but we'll have to wait and see how that shakes out in camp. As for the Washington football team, they did add a William Jackson III, who's one of my favorite corners in the league. And I think when it comes to this team, man, this is going to be something we talk about a lot during the season, because you guys remember my pregame and postgame videos. Yeah, the pregame video, we're going to be talking a lot about this defensive line, because holy cow, man. Montez Sweat, Chase Young, of course, which is going to be the featured matchup in this game. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. This is going to be a nasty one, man. The big question mark for the Washington football team, however, is quarterback. At quarterback, I think they've got Ryan Fitzpatrick right now at QB1. Yes, they do. So you guys know how the Fitzpatrick or the Fitzmagic works, right? Like, it's either or. He could have a crazy good game or a crazy bad game. So we have to wait and see how that shakes out in the Madden simulation. Should be a good time either way, though, guys. I don't know what else more to say. Oh, yeah. In the simulation, too, I decided to go in here to the advanced settings and switch our offense to the New Orleans offense of Sean Payton of last season due to, of course, Joe Lombardi being our new offensive coordinator coming from New Orleans. Then I changed our defense to the LA Rams, Sean McVay, since that's the system that our head coach Brandon Staley built. So you're going to see new rookies, you're going to see new players, new free agents on both sides of the ball as well as that. So with that, boys, let's get into it. We are doing the full haul today, man. It's going to be a good opportunity to ask me questions. We're going to be watching the game together. It's kind of a hangout sesh with me and the Bolt fam. We're going to turn this down to 10 seconds, and I think this game's being played in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and put that at 1 p.m. Eastern. So here we go, boys. Let's get it. The Los Angeles Chargers versus the Washington football team in simulation. Is everything correct? Is everything good? All right, let's get into it. Now, additionally, as this is loading in, I want to remind you guys that I am going to be keeping track of some of the stats, okay? Since we can't put in a custom schedule in franchise mode, that means I have to keep track of all the stats of the players that I want to track. And I think for the most part, everyone wants to see how Justin Herbert simulates through this season. I'm also going to be tracking guys like Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, and then on defense like Joey Bosa, Uchenna Nwosu, Kenneth Murray, and Derwin James. So we'll be able to get a nice preview of what this team looks like at the end of the season at episode 17 of what these guys could shake out as in the simulation for 2021. So let's get into this one, man. Let's make sure all of these sounds and everything are working properly. Can you guys hear me? Is there good music in the background? I think we're good to go. Here come the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Washington football team. We got the brand new digits in there for guys like Kenneth Murray and Derwin James. Ooh, it's going to be a good one today, man. It's going to be a good one today. Are we switching the Saints offense and Ram defense? Yes. I did show that just a moment ago. We should make a move for Sherman, veteran piece for mentoring. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be answering questions like that throughout the entire video today, too. It should be about an hour and a half. I'm hoping. My wife has to take off here in the next couple of hours, so I have to be watching little baby director. But I'm pretty sure it shakes out to about an hour and a half. So it should be a good one today, man. Yes, sir. K9. It should be good, man. Okay, so here's how it's going to work, man. We're going to go in here to sim, and we're going to change this to slow, and then just jump forward, man. It's in the hand of the game right now as far as what the results are going to be. I have no idea how this game's going to shake out. I'm super excited, man. Sometimes I have to do this on my free time just to pretend like some football is on Sundays. And here we are, man. Did Derwin change his number? Not officially yet, but I decided to put number 3 in there because I'm going to guess that he is going to be number 3 at some point. Little baby director, then bring him in the live to continue. If he can handle it, then maybe. Here we go, boys. Again, I'm using the Franchise Guys roster update. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out on YouTube. He's an awesome individual. He was in my mock draft with the YouTubers and Madden community a couple years ago. It was an awesome experience, and the dude's pretty solid. He knows his stuff with football. Every single year, he does a roster update in the current Madden for the rookies and the free agents. So this is all updated. We have all the new players on the Chargers roster. Yeah, the Chargers special team should be a little bit more improved. But again, this is Madden. All right, let's all hold our horses. It could be incredible. It could be terrible. The Chargers in simulation mode, at least, definitely have an edge as far as what I've played. But this is an exhibition game. Anything could happen. We're going to be keeping track here on ourselves. So who was returning in this instance, I think, is going to be Joe Reed. Here comes Justin Herbert, leader of the offense, offensive rookie of the year. First snap in Sim Sundays. He's going to hit number 83, Tyron Johnson, for 5 yards. There's your first play of the 2021 Sim Sundays. Justin Herbert. Doran said he's keeping 33. Okay, we'll change him back to 33 for the game 2 in Sim Sundays. Number 3 would be if he did change. I know, that would be kind of sick. I mean, you guys can see what he looks like in number 3 this game. We're going to change it next game. Justin Herbert, 2nd and 5. Looking, he's going to get some yards with his feet. Yes, he is going to take off and pick up maybe 3 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. Let's go, baby. The Chargers' new offensive line, of course, featuring today's highlighted matchup in a Rashawn Slater versus Chase Young. Of course, we saw that back in their collegiate days. And Rashawn Slater, that's the matchup that got people excited about Rashawn Slater in the NFL. Here comes Austin Eckler, dude. He gets pushed from behind. That defensive line is the biggest reason we should all be worrisome of this first matchup. 4th and 2, the Chargers are likely going to punt here. We're going to see some punts today. All right, it's going to be a punt fest. This is a simulation game, not a Chargers Washington football team like arcade game. We're hoping to see as close to what the game's going to give us in this simulation today. Could be a sports announcer. I stumble over my words too much, I feel like, but that would be I hear the compliment in the voice. I appreciate it. I have the Chargers splitting with the Chiefs this season. Do you agree with that, director? It's certainly possible. Especially if it shakes out the way it did last year. You know, they're going to the playoffs. They don't need to rest some guys. If not, though, I still do think the Chargers have a solid chance. It really depends on how all this stuff glues together, man. We talk a lot about this Chargers offensive line. Lots of new pieces, very impressive new pieces. Corey Linsley, Rashawn Slater, Matt Filer, Oday Abushi. This offensive line is going to be better. But when you revamp an offensive line like that, in one season. It can take a little bit of time to gel. Now, the reason that I'm very optimistic about the Chargers offensive line congealing very, very quickly is because of Corey Linsley. The guy has immense football knowledge. His football IQ is off the charts, and he should be able to get all these new pieces on the same page rather quickly. Here comes the Washington football team getting wrapped up. That's number 42, Uchenna Nwosu, who's going to be playing a lot of edge this season for the Los Angeles Chargers. I did put Joey Bosa and Uchenna Nwosu as our edge players. So in nickel and dime, they will be on the edge at all times. Outside of that, I think our right end is Jerry Tillery in base 3-4, but you should be seeing plenty of Uchenna Nwosu, who will be playing outside linebacker for the Chargers this season. Are you cracked at Madden? I think I'm okay at Madden. Honestly, I took a little bit of a break. I haven't played much in the last couple of months, but I like to think I'm all right. I'm okay. If you put me up against like Derwin James or something, I'm going to get smacked. Here comes number 14, Fitz Magic on that pass. Going able to complete one for a first down. The Chargers pass rush. This is where we're really hoping to see a lot of improvement going into this season. Can the Chargers get to the quarterback? We're talking a couple sacks a game. I think this Chargers unit's definitely capable of that, but it really depends on how they react to the new Staley system. I think the Chargers will blow out the football team because Fitzpatrick doesn't show up until midseason. You never know. Here comes number 14. That is Fitzpatrick. That's a timeout. Ooh, is Fitzpatrick down? I didn't even think about that, man. Can you turn injuries off in exhibition? I don't think you can. That'd be very interesting. Who is their backup quarterback? Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke. Okay, so it might be Kyle Allen coming out here shortly. Very interesting turn of events here in the first game. I'm not saying that because, oh my God, now it's Kyle Allen. I'm saying that because the Chargers definitely don't have injury luck on their side. I don't want to see any of our players go down. It won't really matter. The next week, we're going to have all the players back because I can't possibly track all that sort of stuff. But interesting development in this game. Seen a video about Brandon Staley and the way his mind works would be the future of football, be more dynamic. Yeah, the man's very analytic. He's very intelligent. He knows what he's doing. O-line going to have a great test in the first game. Yeah, this defensive line is disgusting. Is that pass brought in by number 86? I think that's Sims. Yes, it is. It's another first down for the Washington football team. These guys are moving and grooving early, man. A little bit worrisome. Kind of crazy. Already 5 minutes into the first quarter. This is not going to be as long as a real football game, but my gosh, man, it kind of feels like we're back here on Sundays. 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now. Okay, not 7 hours, but if you guys know that reference, you live the good life on Sundays come September. Herbie looking handsome. Yeah, man, he's getting his locks back, too. You guys see recent photos and stuff of him. He's getting the sunshine back. Here comes their halfback, number 25. Barber, interesting. Where is what's his name? Gibson should be their number 1 on this team, but Barber takes it down there for a first down. Trumpet Monkey, he says he could beat me in Madden. I don't know about that, Trumpet Monkey. You're definitely not somebody to mess with in Madden. I'll tell everybody that. Good to see Trumpet Monkey. I just put the name to the comment just now. 7 hours of commercial-free football might be the best 6 words of all time, dudes. The first time you hear that in September, doesn't it feel like you've arrived? Right after the long wait, it's the best thing in the world to hear. Kenneth Murray, oh dude, a couple of whiff tackles and Barber takes it down to the 5-yard line. You kidding me, dude? Kenneth Murray's not missing that tackle, let alone the follow-up tackle. It had to be a DB. That's ridiculous. I think it was Chris Harris that they just put up there. Do you think Nasir will develop into a good free safety? If he's going to do it, it's going to be this year for a couple of different reasons. One, I think Brandon Staley's going to bring the best out in him. He's definitely one of my sleeper guys to break out this season for the Bolts. But two, he better, because I don't know if he sticks around after this year if he doesn't put up. You know what I mean? So we'll have to wait and see. The Chargers in a first and goal situation here, trying to stop the Washington football team from putting up 6. They're going to hand it off to Barber on a pitch. And there is our guy, Drew Tranquil. We kind of forgot about him, did we not? Making his return to the Los Angeles Chargers. Definitely a nice piece to have back on this linebacking core. Of course, in a 3-4 defense, you're going to see a lot of him and Kenneth Murray in the middle of the field while Bosa and Nwosu go to work on the edge. The Chargers, tall order right here, though. 2 yards to go. Can they stop the Washington football team here? Number 9 hands it off, and it's going to be an easy score. Peyton Barber is in for 6. Washington takes the lead. Interception coming, I can feel it. What's interesting, Trumpet Monkey, is that I think who's number 8 on this? Yeah, it's Kyle Allen. Ryan Fitzpatrick went down early first quarter, and now we see Kyle Allen leading the first drive for Washington to score on the Bolts. Yeah, we got this, man. The Chargers offense yet to take the field, or I should say, yet to start finding some rhythm in this game. Hoping to see more of Austin Eckler out of the backfield, more of Keenan Allen out of the slot. I did make him the slot receiver in this game particularly. We're hoping to see some momentum for the Chargers in this next drive. Got the Bolts going 12-5. Okay, we can all hope. Man. I think my official early spitball prediction was around 11-6. Yeah, 11-6. Yeah, you have to reaccount for how many new games are this season. There's a different, how is that going to affect things like records and stuff from now on? Do you think they're just going to keep going? All of these unbreakable records all of a sudden start getting broken because there's an extra game? That's very interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Zetlin, yeah, you can't change the head coach, unfortunately. Cannot change the head coach in exhibition games. I actually had a decision to make with this series. I was thinking, okay, you know what? I can go full on in a franchise mode, have full control over everything, get to see all the analytics, or we can go in order in an exhibition in order to get the actual Chargers schedule this season. I decided to go with the exposition because I feel like it's the most immersive outside of some of the things like those details you'll see on the sidelines. Imagine if Herbert had an extra game played week 1. That's what we're about to see this year, man. That's what we're about to see this season. Justin Herbert, what kind of damage can he do with a better offensive line? Two extra games. Justin Herbert's playing 2 extra games in comparison to last season. What do you think his stats are going to look like? That's a video that I've been preparing for about a week now, and I think we're going to see it this week, guys. I'm really hoping to show you. Here comes Justin Herbert. Next offensive drive. He's going to throw it down to Jared Cook, another new acquisition to the Chargers. Ex-New Orleans Saint, ex-Raider, ex-a lot of different teams, even the Green Bay Packers, I think. Hopefully he can come in and step in for a Hunter Henry, put up similar numbers, at least vertically, for the Chargers. I think our secondary is definitely one of our weak suits. I think the secondary is good, but the depth is what worries me here. 2nd and 1, Chargers, play action. Justin Herbert's going to sling it down the middle of the field, and it's going to get intercepted by the Washington football team. McCain comes up with the pick. That's a turnover for the Chargers. Not looking good. Hopefully this is not what we see in real life week 1, but Justin Herbert tosses one up down the middle of the field to Keenan Allen and just gets bodied for the interception. Yeah, that's not good, man. Not good. Can you set the playbook in this game mode? Yeah, so we set it to the New Orleans Saints offense and the Rams defensive playbooks for this simulation. Not looking good so far. Can the Chargers defense step in and give us some momentum here? We are lacking momentum at this point. Washington, even with their starting quarterback going down, is finding some footing. I'll have to wait and see. Sometimes they do come back. Maybe it's a minor injury. We see Fitzpatrick back in this drive or sooner than later. It looks like Kyle Allen will be leading this team. If you guys remember Kyle Allen with the Carolina Panthers, not too shabby. We might actually see something very similar this season. Number 25, that's Chris Harris Jr., swats the ball away. Got to go for the pick there, Chris. That could have been the momentum-changing play right there. Guys from Guilty and Charged podcast said Justin will have less yards but more touchdowns and higher compression rate. I think that they have, I understand their thinking there, but I also think that Justin Herbert really does have the potential to go crazy this season. Like a sophomore season after what he showed us last year could be very impressive. It's going to be a 3rd and medium. Who was that to? Number 12 for the Washington football team. Should have been 6. Remember you did a sim game versus the Jets the season we lost. Why do the Chargers always lose during sim games? It's really kind of interesting. In franchise mode, the Chargers seem to have an edge. In exhibition, I can't speak for that as much. Here we go, 3rd and 3. The Chargers force a stop here. It's 4th and 1. Barber can't handle it. Why are we not seeing more Gibson in this gameplay? Maybe the roster or something was messed up there for the Washington football team, but still, he did score a touchdown already. He might as well be Gibson. 4th and 1. The Chargers do get a stop and get back out here on defense and cause something. I think maybe that's the momentum we needed right there. You lose because Lynn's out there? Nah, man. I have a couple of gripes with Anthony Lynn still now. He took Penei Sewell. He's moving him to right tackle. I don't know if Sewell's very happy out there right now. Interesting. Haven't seen Derwin yet. He's out there, number 3. He's number 3 on this team right now for this sim. I think someone came in here and said that he's going to keep number 33, so we'll switch him back to 33 for next week's Sim Sunday. Here comes the punts. And the Chargers, I think we have Nasir Adderley here returning for a couple of yards. Chargers going to start here at the 38. We need something now, man. We need something now. Yeah, I think he's moving him to right tackle, dude. It's kind of insane. We'll see Sewell in 5 years. That'd be amazing to see Sewell and Justin Herbert reunited in Los Angeles after 5 years with Detroit. I'm nervous it's going to be Herb's first game with the fans, different coordinator. Do you think it'll be a problem? That's also something that Justin Herbert was able to overcome in college as well, going through so many different systems, coordinators, coaches. I think he'll be just fine. Here comes Austin Eckler, maybe picking up 1 or 2 yards. 2 rushes, 2 yards for Austin Eckler. Not looking good. This offensive line is great, but this is the ultimate test early in the season for how they're going to perform. This defensive line for Washington is ridiculous. Do you have Josh Palmer? Yeah, Josh Palmer's in here. I think in the depth chart right now for this game, he's wide receiver 4, so you may see him out there in a couple of different sets. Here comes Justin Herbert, slinging it to Keenan Allen, getting it down to the 46-yard line. The Chargers finally able to catch some momentum here. Can we find ourselves a touchdown? Mike Williams off the one side. Of course, how exciting would it be if week 2 we had a Julio Jones? I think Chargers fans at this point really hoping that happens. I don't know if it's I'm going to give it like a 15% chance he does come to the Chargers, but that's enough to get me super excited. Justin Herbert's going to sling it underneath to Austin Eckler, pick up a couple of yards, and here we go, man. 2nd and 10. Oh, not even a couple of yards. He should have been the returner. Slater's going to be a great left tackle. No need for Sewell to come to the Chargers. That's true. That's true. So we got really lucky with Rashawn Slater on this team. We should immediately see some better stats from the entire offense with his presence. How do you get the current updated roster? You go into the downloads tab or whatever for the Charger or for the Madden servers, and I think that franchise guy has the best rosters for the Madden 22 or the 2021 season. Definitely go check that out. You can hit me up afterwards, Trouble Monkey, if you need help. Got the Chargers ticket for you, man. Love the content. Hey, I'll definitely hit you guys up when I find out my schedule a little bit closer to the season. I'm definitely going to try and find at least time to get 1 game in so I can meet a lot of you guys. I think that'd be really fun. 3rd and 7. It's going to long conversion here for Justin Herbert. This is what he did best last season. Will Madden allow him to do the same here? Keenan Allen had to come back to catch that ball. And it's going to be a 4th and 1. I would say the new Chargers should definitely go for this. You, I think, are just outside of field goal range, at least for this game. Hopefully, they decide to do that. I don't want to see a punt right here. And we just trade for Zach Ertz. I don't know, man. We got Jared Cook now. I think we're just fine for this season at tight end. Hope Brandon Hamus can develop into our future right tackle. I think it's going to be great depth. We are going for it. 4th and 1. The Chargers lining up to run it. I hope not. It is a run, and it's Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler's taking off. He's going to get it down to the 3-yard line. Do you guys see that space running off the left side? I'm assuming between Rashawn Slater and Matt Filer, and there goes Austin Eckler for a huge chunk of yardage, converting on a 4th down, and the Chargers are back in it, baby. Let's go. God, that was insane, man. They were out there in like goal line defense, and he still found himself a lane all the way down to the 3. Let's go. Let's go. Slater opening up the gap. Let's go. Yeah, that was pretty nice, man. Slater there on the left side. I think he ran right between Slater and Filer. It's going to be a 1st and goal. It's a pitch, and Austin Eckler against this defensive line unit. It's just too hard, too difficult to find space that far outside. It's going to be a 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. Are you going to upload Ultimate Team content? Yeah, I've been taking a break from it lately, just trying to find out like the formula that I want to use. Is kind of crazy because I put together all these new openers and animations, but it's coming back at some point. I just had to kind of reevaluate how I wanted to do it. I think McKitty was within that side as well, helping. Ooh, McKitty, number 86, I believe. Keep an eye out for him, man. He might be an additional blocker in those sorts of formations. Here comes, Justin Herbert down to Jared Cook back at the 3-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal. The Chargers need something nice here to catch up Washington here in the 1st quarter, which is winding down. 1:05 left on the clock. Why is the director not an actual game announcer? One day. I was the MC at my high school, if that makes you feel better. I was the announcer for all the assemblies and stuff, and football games sometimes. Here we go, guys. 3rd and goal. The Chargers hand it off to Austin Eckler. Oh, you don't want to see that, man. In that situation, you're looking for a quick slant. You're looking for a bubble screen. You're looking for anything but a run up the middle with your scat back. I think Anthony Lynn definitely causing some havoc still on the sidelines. The Chargers likely going to line up in punt formation here. Hang on 1 second, guys. I heard little director take a tumble upstairs, just listening to make sure he's okay. He sounds good. Play action pass. Yeah, anything but that run up the middle. That's not what we want to see. 1st quarter's winded down. The Chargers likely taking 3 points here. Moving into the 2nd quarter, it should be 3-7. I have tickets to this game. Row 3 behind the Chargers bench. Let's go. The center should be Lindsley. The center is Lindsley. Yes, number 63 on this team. Number 63. Now, keep in mind they do have different staminas and stuff like that, so they do rotate out every now and then. That was an Anthony Lynn call. Yes, sir, it was. Here come the Chargers. 4th and goal. Michael Badgley kicks, and it is good. The Chargers 3-7 at this point, looking to find maybe equal rhythm on defense. Of course, Kyle Allen leading the charge for the Washington football team right now. Hopefully he finds himself flustered against a Joey Bosa. I want to see more pressure on the quarterback this drive. Punt it down there. I want to see Joey Bosa making his way through Uchenna Nwosu. Of course, in simulation like this, you don't see a lot of plays where you can line your players up. For instance, I would put Uchenna Nwosu right next to Joey Bosa in some plays. See if one of them can break free from one side. Of course, hoping to see more of that eagle front that Brandon Staley's very famous for. That would be very exciting too, but at this point, we don't know. We just don't know. Asante Samuel's playing right. I think he is. I think I have the slot guy in this game as Chris Harris Jr. So on the outside, you should see Asante Samuel and Mike Davis. You should do with the next Madden 2. Very cool. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I just kind of wanted to find an opportunity to talk with you guys more in a live environment. I figured, why not simulate the whole season? There might be actually weeks where we do 2, just because I want this to wrap up well before the season starts. So we might see some Sim Thursdays on some weeks. There we go. Josh Allen, Joey Bosa. What were we just saying? Bosa gets in there for the pressure, forces the bad throw. It looked like it could have been a fumble, but I think he just threw it poorly into the dirt. This season's going to be really exciting. I have been for the it's going to be really exciting. The most I've been excited for a season. Let's go there, Raptor. It's going to be a good one, man. Justin Herbert, the follow-up here from his Rookie of the Year campaign. Here we go, Joey Bosa. He's loose, and Joey Bosa gets the sack. First sack of the season for number 97, Joey Bosa. Big Bear puts Kyle Allen on his back. That's what you like to see. That's exactly what we're hoping to see this drive. 3rd and 17. There's Joey Bosa making an impact play this game. Oh my God, it's Joey Bosa. Let's go. Let's go. Fellow Chargers fan in the house. What's going on, man? Yeah, there's Big Bear causing some havoc. 3rd and 17. The Chargers Come on, baby. You can't give this one up. Joey, okay, so 3 rushing. Allen has a lot of time, a billion years in the pocket. He's going to toss it underneath, and he's going to get wrapped up by Murray and Fackrell, number 54, down there. 4th and 11. The Chargers are going to get the ball back and hopefully get some nice return yards to start somewhere around the 30 or 40-yard line. Yeah, K9 looks clean, does he not? Looks clean. Yeah, Fitzpatrick went down early in the first quarter, which is something I wasn't expecting. I did not think that injury was something that could happen in an exhibition game. Chargers taking the AFC West on the way to the Super Bowl. There's nothing the Chiefs or any other team can stop them. We'll have to wait and see, man. I think the Chargers did a lot of good things this season so far. Here comes Adderley taking it down around the 37-yard line, and the Chargers can get back to work on offense. We score here, man. Things can start turning the Chargers' direction. Really want to see better play calling. That's something I was a little bit concerned about. The last couple of drives, the Chargers on 3rd and goal, with 3 yards to go, elect a handoff to Austin Eckler. That's not what you want to see. You want to see something that gives us a better chance through the air, I think, in that situation. Alexis, what's going on? I still don't see Derwin James. He's number 3 in this game, man. Number 3. We'll keep an eye out for him. We'll point him out in the next defensive drive. 1st and 10. Justin Herbert hands it off to Austin Eckler. I thought he was free, man. I thought he was free, but number 99 comes in there. That would be Chase Young. That would be Chase Young. 1 yard for Austin Eckler. I thought he was free, man. Quit running the ball. I don't mind running the ball, especially with this offensive line, but this defensive line of the Washington football team, we're going to see a lot of stuff like that come week 1 of the NFL season. That's a pretty brutal front right there. Chiefs and Chargers series are going to be a lot more competitive than most people think. Herbert is it. Yeah, it's going to be pretty insane, man. I think the Chargers definitely creeping up on the Chiefs right now to contend for that spot. A lot of people say if we get Julio Jones, we're instant contenders. Here comes Justin Herbert. Come on, give it to Austin Eckler. Eckler's going to pick up close to a first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 1. Scott at center. I hope not. It should be Corey Linsley. Corey Linsley should be center 1 on this team. He's number 63. Again, we'll keep an eye out for him. We're using a custom roster. Yeah, I'm seeing 61 out there. Ooh. I'll have to double check that next week, guys. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Justin Herbert. Quick pass. And it's going to be batted down by number 28. 4th and 1. We're at the 46-yard line. I think they're going to punt it here. That Keenan Allen was wide open in the middle. It looked like a RPO. RPO that did not go so well. The Chargers really struggling here on offense in this game. That defensive line of the Washington football team really giving them a lot of problems. Yeah, we had Keenan. He decided to go on the slant. And definitely number 28 was able to jump that. Almost lucky it wasn't a pick. I'm not going to lie. Only see Derwin on special teams. I'll take a look. I was pretty thorough looking through the depth chart and all that. I'm also kind of shocked not to see Antonio Gibson getting more handoffs. We'll have to wait and see. I'll double check it before next week. Ryan Fitzpatrick making a return after the first quarter. Looks like he's shaken off, walked off whatever injury he had. Hopefully the Chargers don't find Ryan Fitzmagic on the other side of that ball. Jones is the Charger. That would be pretty insane. Yeah, if we get Julio, ooh! How many games are you simming? Right now, I'm hoping to sim them all, but we'll have to wait and see. Number 25, nice move, is going to pick up around 5 or 6 yards. It's going to be a 2nd and 5. Are you also a Padres fan? I don't really watch baseball. I'm sorry to say. If I had to choose a team, it would probably be the Padres. I'm not going to lie. It's not over yet. So you're saying Derwin isn't here. I think I see Derwin on the top right now, dude. That might actually be Chris Harris Jr., though. I can't see from here. Here comes Fitzpatrick. He's going to sling it down the middle of the field. Crazy catch. Was that number 41, McKissick, I believe. Man, that's going to really tick me off if Derwin's not in there. Padres have the best record in baseball right now. Nice. Okay, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to go double check. Make sure that Derwin is starting safety. He should be. There's no reason why he shouldn't. And we'll continue from there. I was looking for Derwin too. Gilman is in for Derwin. Was he playing nickel? Let's see. Custom, full game. If not, let's make sure we get Derwin James in there right now. I double and triple checked. Depth chart. Strong safety. It's Gilman. Very interesting. But this is Madden. Good catch out there, guys. And while we're at it, let's go check, make sure the center situation isn't messed up. Scott Questenberry. No reason in the world. No reason in the world for it to be doing that. Slater, tight end, wide receiver. Yep, everything else looks fine. Good catch, guys. Good catch. Dang, our first episode. But you want to get this stuff out early, right? Kenneth Murray, defensive tackle. Right end should be Nwosu, Bosa, Allen. Okay. Well, something went hooey right before we went into the game. Good catch, guys. Let's see how this new team shakes out. Of course, we already went through one quarter, so good luck to the Chargers here. Let's go ahead and sim again. We're going slow and jumping forward to the end of the game. Yeah, Madden sometimes. Such is Madden, dude. Such is Madden. They were suspended one quarter by the coach. Missed it, but was center Lindsley. Yeah. We changed it. For whatever reason, they swapped it right before the game. We're about to smoke these guys. Yeah, now watch out for Derwin James. We should see him right here now, dude. Yep, there he is starting strong safety. We should see some more pressure, too. Here comes the Chargers on defense with Derwin James, the key to unlock this defense. NFL 2K, bring it back. Yes, sir. Now that we got Derwin back, Chargers win this game 2023. Yes. Lifeline Chargers fan for over 4 decades. You can feel the energy level that the organization never had before. Yeah, things are changing, man. This Justin Herbert era. There comes Derwin James on the blitz. Ooh, almost got him, though. But there's Asante Samuel with the tackle, 3rd and 4. It feels like, yeah, we've unlocked it, right? Derwin James is back. Asante, he's got his FSU buddy in there. They're all coming out here, gelling together. Let's do it. Who's navy blue jersey wearing right now? I'm wearing Joey Bosa, number 97. Joey Bosa. 3rd and 4, the Chargers with Derwin James on the field. It's going to be a short pass, and it's going to be tackled by 24. Nasir Adderley. 86 Sims is going to pick up the first down. Need a signed jersey. Speaking of which, I'm pulling the winners for that. It's closed for the Kellen Winslow and the Sean Merriman jerseys. I'm going to be pulling the winners for that tomorrow. But the entries are closed. So good luck to everybody who entered. Super excited. I'll be contacting you guys early this week to get addresses, and they'll be shipped out by the weekend. James isn't in it. It's Gilman. I think we changed it, man. I think we fixed it. Unless it changed it back, which such as Madden, you never know. I see Derwin back there. That X Factor tells me that's Derwin James playing deep right there. Here we go. Ryan Fitzpatrick passes underneath once again. He's going to get tackled by Nasir Adderley. It's going to be a 2nd and 5. Joey Bosa is being used like Khalil Mack. That is what Staley said. Yeah, he is going to be playing the edge a lot. Directing you an Xbox? Yes, I am. Nice. I got Herbert's navy blue myself. I'm waiting for Tranquil powder blue jersey to come in the mail this week. Nice, bro. I have a Herbert powder blue myself. I'm deciding between a couple of players and what. I think I need K9, dude. I think I need K9 on this in my closet. I need that K9 jersey, dude. It looks pretty. I'm just trying to decide which jersey to get it in. I think I'm going to get the powder blue K9. I don't care whose name you pick as long as you pick mine. All right, yeah, I'll consider that. I'll consider that as I'm clicking choose winner. Here we go. 1st and 10. Washington's driving. About 7 minutes left in the second quarter. The Chargers need a stop here. Keep it to 1 score. Of course, we do have Derwin James and Corey Lindsley back on the field. We'll double check that before going into game 2 next week. Lots of people open in the flats. And number 12 right down the middle. Might have been cover 2. Wide open as well. Is that Terry McLaurin? Carter. Carter comes up with the first down. And that's first down Washington. Can you change our jersey each game? Yeah, I'll consider it. I'll consider what we want to do with the jerseys. Navy K9 or powder blue Samuel. Oh, decisions. I think I might go K9. I was also thinking Derwin, but I want to wait until he officially says what his number is going to be because I have a feeling he might want to change it. 1st and goal. Here come the Washington football team. 1st and goal, and they are going to plow their way in for another touchdown. Washington. Not looking good for the Chargers right now, guys. 13-14 should be what we're going into the last drive for the Chargers offensively in the second quarter. Anthony Lynn, the lingering ghost of Christmas past on the sideline. Inspired me to be a YouTuber. Good luck, Eli. Let me know. Hit me up with a I'll actually look you up after the stream today. I have the Navy jersey for Keenan. I've been holding out for Herbert's jersey. Yeah, man, I'm super excited. I want another Herbert jersey. I think I want Herbert in this Navy that I have on now. I think that'd be sick. And here comes Washington with the extra points. And the Chargers, they need something this drive, man. We get a touchdown here. I'm feeling better going into the second half. And I think Washington receives the second half. So we got to make something happen right now. Bought my powder blue Herbert jersey the night of the draft. Nice. Congrats, Eli. Yeah, man. Herbert is so hard to find other than the powder blues. Yeah, Herbert's a difficult jersey to find. I ended up ordering mine right after the draft last season when we drafted him, and it still took like 6 months to get the dang thing in the mail. Luckily I did, though, because, yeah, they're pretty hard to come by. Here comes Reed, Joe Reed, down to the 24-yard line. The Chargers have 5:55 on the clock to make something happen. As someone who's currently wearing powder blue Herbert jersey, I gotta say, can't go wrong with that one. Yeah, that's a great one, dude. And people know, too, like outside, because I have a lot of other people in my town that are fans of different teams. They know and appreciate and recognize what Justin Herbert brought to the Chargers. White away jersey. Oh, I wish white jerseys didn't make me look so fat, bro. Because those are clean. I love what we're seeing on the screen right now. I love the new white jerseys for the Chargers. Almost kind of comic book-esque, right? I love it. Here come the Chargers. 5:55 on the clock. They need to find something in terms of points before going into the second half. They're going to run it up the middle with Austin Eckler. Picks up about 5. It's going to be a 2nd and 5. The Bolts need to find, dude, please. Find some momentum. Get us a touchdown here. Don't score too quick because I do think Washington does receive in the second half. Victor, whatever, you got a new Chargers merch, you should be doing an unboxing video. I wouldn't mind doing that if we get new stuff. The problem is, what do you buy the guy that has everything, right? I have almost everything Chargers I could ever want. I think the only other things I want to get are maybe like a couple helmets. Just because, you know, I don't want to take too much space up, but a couple helmets would be pretty sick. And then obviously jerseys, I can never get enough jerseys. Here comes 2nd and 5. The Chargers hand it off once again to Austin Eckler, who's not going to find a lot of space, maybe 1 yard. I want to see that. They're setting up the play action, man. You can feel it, right? Setting up the play action, hoping to see something in terms of points here, man. We cannot go 3 and out. What's all the running? Anthony Lynn, dude, he's still out there. We are running the New Orleans Saints offense and the LA Rams defense playbooks right now, but they just keep running. It's a play action. I told you they're setting up the play action. It's going to be dropped. Oh. Dropped by Donald Parham. 4th and 3. They did all that work setting up the play action, dropped by Donald Parham. Saints rely on Alvin Kamara a lot. Yeah, I'm not seeing that in this. I mean, on the ground, yeah, obviously, but I want to see more screens. I want to see more. Are they going for it here at the 31-yard line? Justin Herbert still in the huddle. This is pretty risky. We're at our own 31. The Chargers taking a risk early. It might just come out as a punt. Yeah, they're punting it. That such is Madden. Are you going to be at the home opener? Probably not. It just depends on my schedule. I'm hoping EA Sports announce when Madden 22 comes out, hopefully better than 21, how the gameplay was set up. Yeah. What's funny is that the old console, which we're watching right now on, the gameplay was much, much better. The new console, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Got a leather jacket. My jacket's not down here, but dude, my mother got me this jacket Christmas a couple years ago. It's awesome. It's all patched up. It's got a huge lightning bolt on the back going shoulder to shoulder. Oh my God, that's my favorite thing in the world. Think we should do retire the royal blue and keep the navy jerseys as our alternate full time? Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, you're talking about the royal blue, kind of like the same as the Rams. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. Wow, this Washington team's really clicking. Fitzpatrick 8 for 8, 97 yards. And Justin Herbert's already got a pick under his belt in the first half. Not looking good, man. Not looking good, but we can't control anything. Can't control a single drive, nothing. The Chargers need to find some momentum here on defense, still getting close to the second half. And remember, I think Washington receives too, so we need something quick. See the Star Wars merch? Oh, I need to load up on some of those shirts, man. I saw the Darth Vader one. Oh my God, I need that. Now for the fact that I'll be going to the Chargers-Texans game. Nice, man. I have family down there in Houston. What better opportunity to see the family? Ooh, K9. K9 put it down, dude. You see that? K9 in the mid linebacker blitz comes up and blows up number 25, Barber. That was disgusting. Let's go. Actually wish we had football games that looked like this when I was a kid in the 80s. No, I bet you, dude. Who doesn't like a little Tecmo Bowl with like the most overpowered Bo Jackson in the world? That still exists today, by the way. They just dropped Bo Jackson in Madden Ultimate Team yesterday, and that thing looks insane. 2nd and 9, 3:21 on the clock. Kenneth Murray making a play last drive. He's going to go ahead and toss it. Oh, come on, pick it off. Ooh, very close to a pick. Chris Harris in the area. I think that was swatted away by Derwin James. Oh, very close. A couple of drop picks. One by Chris Harris. I didn't see who that got deflected to. It may have been 43. I couldn't see. But we've already seen a couple of drop picks this game for the Chargers. Might have some time to go after another drive. We can make a stop right here. 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz. Joey Bosa's on his butt, and there's Derwin James with a sack this game. Number 3 in this game. It's going to be a 4th and 12. Chargers, take a timeout. Take a timeout. Conserve some of that clock. Come on. You have a chance to score here before the second half. Beautiful play by Derwin and Joey Bosa side by side. You don't want to see that on Sunday. You never want to see that on Sunday. Chargers should hire you. That would be insane. I'd be so intimidated. Like, at any moment, Justin Herbert could walk in and, like, start dancing. I don't know, man. I'd kind of freak out. Almost like real life run, pass. I know. We're not going to see that this season. I pray to God we don't. They're going to kick it out of bounds at the 27-yard line. The Chargers have 2 minutes, 30 seconds to make something happen here. Really, really need to go into the second half with at least a 1 score. Get a field goal, get a touchdown here. Need something to go our way offensively. I think really that defensive line has been causing a lot of problems this game. And that's something, again, in real life we have to pay a lot of attention to. Obviously, this offensive line's looking a lot better versus that unit this year. You guys imagine going up against that front with the Chargers or offensive line last season? Herbert would have been cooked. It'd have been very, very difficult to move the ball. 1st and 10, 2:30 on the clock. We are running once again with Austin Eckler. The Chargers need to decide if they're a run or a pass team in this drive, because I don't think the run is going to get us any points before the second half. Come on, Chargers. Come on, man. I think they said Telesco's interview that Ingram is basically out the door. Yeah, I heard that same thing, man. Why don't you play? I want to see how the sim. I do play, but not in these videos. I want to see how the sim shakes out. I want to see how the Chargers look without me using cheesy plays and scoring 100 points versus Washington. Let Herbert cook. Oh, my God. You guys remember that movement last year? We are back. Let Herbert cook. 2nd and 7. I think this is the point where Madden understands it needs to pass. And he's going to throw it in the back of Eckler. That defensive line, dude. 8 for 12, I think is what it just said, with an interception. We gotta protect. That was a screen pass too. There's just those guys up the middle, insanely overpowered. Have all closed for my Chargers except any help. I don't know if I can help you there, man. Justin Herbert, 3rd and 7. Can we convert here? He's going to throw it to Johnson, who's going to get it swatted away. It's going to be a 4th and 7. Wow, dudes. Not exactly how I was hoping this game would shake out. The Chargers seriously having some problems on offense. Of course, we do have Corey Linsley back there. He had a little bit more time. But, man, lots of dropped passes. Chicken Parm dropped a 1st down. We just saw a swatted pass here for Tyron Johnson. I don't know what else to do here, man. The Chargers' offensive line is about as good as it's been in a long time, but that defensive line, Washington's got themselves a playoff caliber defensive line. Even if they have question marks at quarterback, that defensive line could carry them straight into the playoffs. I think it's time to change the playbook. We're going to be rocking and rolling with this New Orleans playbook. That is the system, very similar, that we're going to be running in 2021 in real life. So even if we lose, it's just Madden, right? Like, it's definitely going to be different. It's always going to be different in the real season. But this is kind of your sneak peek, your first look at this new unit together on the field at the same time. Here comes at the 36-yard line. They have a minute 47. Fitzpatrick's going to sling it underneath. Man, Fitz and this unit are just connecting and connecting and connecting. How is it that the Washington football team are so in sync? 9 for 10. Over 100 yards for Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he didn't even play the first quarter, and he's got better stats than Justin Herbert. Take that with a grain of salt, if you will. 2nd and 2. Perhaps the defensive line, if you got a good one, is the dominant piece to win in Madden 21. You never know. This offense looks worse than... Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Here comes another pass up the middle. Minute 19 left in the clock. They surely need to be going into no huddle here if you're the Washington football team. That's how you do it. I just hope we don't get a whole bunch of Washington football team fans in here talking. Because it's going to look different. It's going to look a lot different come Sunday. What difficulty you playing on? I just set the computer to all pro. So we might make some changes next year, but again, this is for science. Number 86 breaks like 3 tackles. He's down to the 21-yard line. This is not looking good. And there's been so many freaking broken tackles in favor of Washington. Maybe the Chargers get a little bit of that luck going into the second half. Yeah, this is all sim. This is all sim. They got the field goal on their hands. Yeah, that's insane, dude. About 4 broken tackles so far this game for the Washington football team. At very critical moments, too. Fitz going to unload it underneath, and it's going to be wrapped up by number 25, Chris Harris Jr. Going to need to trade for Julio at halftime to avoid the L. Yeah, I feel you. Is it too late to change the playbook? We got to stick with this playbook, man. The Joe Lombardi offense is going to look somewhat similar to what we're seeing here. This is all in terms of trying to find some semblance of realism in the sim. Yeah, smash that like for the win, boys. Smash that like and save this game. 2nd and 7, 1 timeout, 46 seconds left on the clock. Fitzpatrick leading this team quite impressively out the middle of the field. 86 Sims going to pick up another first down. The Chargers have no answer for that tight end, even with Derwin James, Kenneth Murray, Drew Tranquil on the field. They continue to leave that spot wide open for 86. Yikes, dudes. Big yikes. Big yikes. This is also that feeling in the year where we were like losing games we shouldn't be losing that I did not miss. I miss being excited Sundays, but not like this. Number 12 is going to take it down to the 4-yard line? They took their timeout. They got about 30 or 16 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and goal. If we get a stop here, it could be 3 at most for Washington, but they need to pass. If we get a sack here, that could be the biggest difference maker in terms of points. We need to keep it down. Yeah, do it now. Smash it like if you want the Bolts to win. Yeah, it's pretty unrealistic so far, but you never know. He's going to go ahead and toss it. It's going to be a stop at the 1-yard line. Do they have time to spike the ball? I don't know, dude. That may have been a real clutch tackle there for the Chargers. They're not going to no huddle or whatever, and it's going to take us down to the 3rd quarter. We are in the second half. That was a great stop by the Chargers, but they didn't give themselves a chance to spike the ball. So the Chargers are going into the locker room down 2 scores, 3-15. Really abysmal stats when it comes to passing. The Chargers really need to go out there and sling it in the second half. Chargers down by 5 with 5 seconds left. Herbert throws to the corner of the end zone. Who's that? It's Easton Stick to win the game. Touchdown. Oh, that'd be hilarious. The Taysom Hill roll. Yeah, he's coming from New Orleans. Whoa, who's to say we don't see a Taysom Hill on this roster with Easton Stick? Can you put McLaurin in and Gibson in the game? Yeah, you know what? We did it for the Chargers. We're going to do it for them. I was just thinking that just now, too. I was like, wait, we had to fix a couple things for the Chargers. We have to fix them for the Washington football team as well. Let's go put them in, man. We want to make this as fair as possible. I will, maybe next week, I will double check before kickoff to make sure things are right, because I double checked before the stream, and this certainly wasn't a problem. So let's go ahead and check for the Washington football team, make sure they have everybody in there, because I haven't seen Gibson, I haven't seen McLaurin. Who's their tight end? Is it Sims? We'll double check here. You should do a reaction video for the Chargers 2018-2019 season highlights for Rivers playoff memoirs. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. What overall am I? I don't know. Oh, Josh Palmer. What's up? I think TFG's the one that put the roster together. I think he's a 67. I'd like to see more of him out on the field too, though. Let's go ahead and make sure Terry McLaurin and Gibson are out there. I think Moses shouldn't be there either, right? I think Moses was cut just like yesterday or something, right? Double check that here soon too. But this is week 1, right? This is where you get all the kinks out, and maybe next week we can make sure that this isn't an issue. They need to let Herbert sling it. Yeah, dude, it's time. You guys want to win this game, you got to unleash Herbert. You got to unleash Herbert. All right, let's go make sure Washington is up to par here as far as their roster. Football team, Fitzpatrick, that's correct. You see, Gibson's all the way down here. That should not be. You cannot make changes to the other team's depth chart. Brilliant. Perfect. I don't know, dude. Such is Madden. Such is Madden. We play on. We'll fix this next week. I don't know what else to do in that case, though, because if it was messed up beforehand, or if it wasn't messed up beforehand, I'll have to wait and see. All right, to the end of the game. What overall would you be if I was in the NFL right now? I think being generous, I'd be like a 27. I haven't worked out like for football or for sports since high school, dude. Back in high school, I probably was, again, a generous like 45. I wasn't very fast. I was decently big and strong for my my age, I guess, at that point. Like if we went back to, let's say, like 7th grade, then yeah, peg me as a 45. Definitely not going to be like this in real time. Yeah, dudes. Here comes Washington again. Once again, number 86, Sims. Just having himself a day. 2nd in inches. Chargers defense. I'll run some tests before next week, man. See if we can fix this. I definitely don't want to be running into the roster, the depth chart issues again. That's definitely something that annoys the heck out of me. Positions, tight end and linebacker. And tackle. J.D. McKissick, again, 2 yards. First down. It's fake but intense. Yeah, we need a stop, dude. Like, we've seen maybe like once, but they've been scoring more than they haven't been, and the Chargers just can't get anything going on offense. That's cool. You like the Chargers in real life. Play for them. That would be cool. Here we go. 1st and 10. Who was that? Kenneth Murray with the stop, or was that Tillery? Nice work by Tillery. Kenneth Murray with the 5 tackles so far. I think it was Kenneth Murray blowing up down the middle there. 2nd and 9. The roster has Fackrell wearing the wrong number. He's 52, not 54. Noted as well. I'll definitely go through and do a scrub of everything. I know I changed the number for K9. I think Derwin too, but we'll have to change that one back. 2nd and 9. They're going to hand it off. It's a run. Again, whiffed tackles all over this game for the Chargers. What is going on? Might need to reconsider which roster we use. If we don't get Julio Jones, we'll take Chris Olave. Yeah, maybe. Starter have 99 speed. No cap, bros. I'd be all of you guys remember my combine video from a couple of years ago? What I run out there? I ran a 4.21 on that combine video. If you don't believe me, check it out. 3. 1st and 10. Washington hands it off again. Broken tackle once again by Alohi Gilman, but not Alohi Gilman. Nasir Adderley. But it's going to be a 2nd and 12. Nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Except for the season start. Can't wait. Yeah, dude. Quick sneak peek. Of course, I do expect way more in real life from the Chargers. This has been pretty abysmal so far. 99 voice. I will take that 99 stat. If I get 199 stat, I'll take it for the voice. I ran an 01. Yeah, dude. No cap, dude. Check it out. The video exists. It's on my channel. It was before my channel was really big. I did the combine workouts, and I posted it on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I think Madden actually retweeted it. They're going to pass underneath. It's a screen, and it's Tranquil with the stop. It's going to be a 3rd and medium, 3rd and 6. Chargers, please get a stop and then let Herbert go to work, man. This is so reminiscent of some of my least favorite games of the 2020 season. Where's the trust in Herbert? I love Eckler, but I trust Eckler and Herbert together. You know, see what we just saw with the Washington football. They get some screens in there, some passes to the halfback. Ooh, it's going to be Jerry Tillery forcing the incomplete pass. 4th and 6. Chargers offense back in the field. Let's do it. I know. How do we only have 3 points on the board? I do not know. The Chargers play calling has been pretty bad, I suppose. But to be fair, we were running behind Scott Questenberry at the beginning instead of Corey Linsley. So hopefully that helps here going into the third quarter. First offensive drive in the third quarter. I'd be a bench warmer 100%. 100% bench warmer, but I would be the most excited, ecstatic guy on the bench. If I was for the Chargers, you would see me in every highlight video going up to every player like, Eckler, dude, what's up? I knitted you a sweater during the first quarter because I just can't stop geeking out that I'm hanging out with all the bolts. I would be freaking out 100% hardcore. I'd be dancing. I'd be flossing. I'd be doing all the things on the sideline. I would have a restraining order put against me from everybody on that team. That's the one thing I worry about meeting players is that I geek out pretty hard. Maybe not leaving the best first impression. I just, my wife asked me the other day, she was like, what's your favorite actor? And it's like, I don't think I have actors that I geek out over. I think I've got football players more likely. Jonathan Allen gets in there for the sack. This Chargers offense, man. What was that play, too? Where was the protection? He's just in there loose. I think it was the halfback's assignment to block 93, and he just looped on in. Rivers and director one day. Contract coming soon. I'd love it. Let Herbert sling it and protect him, man. This new offensive line should be giving him more time. 2nd and 17. We need a big play, man. The curse of Lynn lives on. And almost another pick. That was another RPO. Justin Herbert, 8 for 14, 50-something yards, and an interception. This is not how we thought this would be panning out. I'm going to tell you right now. Be shocked if I was sitting next to Bosa and Derwin. I wouldn't know what to say. I think when I don't know what to say, I just start blurting out randomness, right? And that's exactly what Derwin and those guys would be hearing on the sidelines. I'm seeing a safety blitz coming off the left side. We're going to have to get that ball out pretty quick. Look for Tyron Johnson. Look for Keenan Allen. And Keenan Allen's got the first down all the way down to the 46-yard line. Boom! Keenan, we need you. We need you. Continue to throw to Keenan Allen. Continue to let Herbert cook, man. We needed that 3rd and long, and we delivered. There we go. Keenan Allen. Oh, the dude's so nasty, man. Getting just enough space to bring that in. The Chargers still alive on this drive. Man, dudes, let's go. Now run the ball. I'll be okay. Run the ball a couple of times here, but please, please, please trust Keenan Allen and your playmakers. I actually want to see more Jared Cook as well. 1st and 10. It's going to be down the middle. And once again, dude, the coverage, the zone coverage, I think just in the NFL, you call that a bad read, right? There was that linebacker right there in the middle zone, and he still threw it. That could have easily been a pick. The Chargers probably should have a couple picks this game. Shoot, Phillip Rivers highlight reel one day. I would think about it. It really depends on the schedule. There's so much more I wish I could do, but it really depends on the schedule. 2nd and 10. Herbert, play action. He's going to toss it to Keenan Allen, who once again comes up with a nice catch, but it's still going to be 3rd and 3. This is it, man. You got to convert. You got to convert right here. Big Paul Rudd fan, but he's a Chiefs fan. Oh, I didn't know Paul Rudd was a Chiefs fan. We take Keenan Allen for granted. Yeah, we do. I think even some... Oh, Keenan Allen's got his X factor, though. I think he's got something called, like, security or something like that, so he can come up with possession catches a lot easier. Still, it's going to be Austin Eckler, who is playing the slot there, coming up with the first down, and the Chargers are finally on the move after 2.5 quarters. Finally finding some momentum. We need to keep that momentum going, man. Like, you got to score here. No question about it. Washington's been moving with ease every drive. You got to score here if you want to keep up. Keenan the GOAT and route running, yes, he is. How do you have the new O-line players on this? This is an updated roster, I think, provided by TFG. And so we're hoping that they have what it takes for the week 1 matchup with Washington. Here comes Herbert looking. He's got some time. He's going to toss it to Mike Williams. First catch of the game for Williams. And he's down at the 29. Finally some momentum. Let's go. Keep it going. Let's go for 6. In field goal range now, but we need a touchdown here to make it 1 score. I guess a field goal works too, but I don't want to go for no 2 points in the sim. It's been a terrible sim for the Chargers so far. 1st and 10, the Chargers Got a couple of halfbacks there. Oh, it's going to be a screen pass. Not enough time versus this defensive line. Ioannidis gets in there for the sack. It's a 2nd and 16. No more screens, man. They just don't have enough time to develop. Herbert in mid-throw goes down. I don't know what to say. That defensive line is absolutely ruthless. Probably good he didn't get that ball off because it smacked the other defensive tackle on the helmet. That's a sack. Yeah, that's a sack. Keenan and Julio would be the most unstoppable duo in the NFL. Everybody's saying that if we get Julio, we're instant contenders, not just for the playoffs, but for the Super Bowl. 2nd and 16. It's going to pump fake. He's going to toss it underneath to Cook, and Cook's going to get maybe a yard. At this point, we need to at least get a field goal. Come on, man. I thought they fixed that in Madden. I don't know what they didn't fix, but fix it because I don't like what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, there's a computer playing the whole thing. I'm not manipulating any part of this game. Good content. Salute from the islands of Maui. Let's go. Good to see you, man. Gerard. 3rd and 14. Can we pull off another miracle conversion right here? Herbert has a million years and more to pass again to Jared Cook underneath, and that's going to be maybe a field goal. Oh, man. Resume. Oh, man, dude. What is going on here, man? The Chargers certainly going to be a bigger powerhouse on offense than we're seeing today, but the week 1 worries of that defensive line certainly there, but that offensive line gave him a billion years. That's one good thing to see, right? He just couldn't find anybody open. Screen pass for all that. Yeah, man. I feel like this is more of the AI. It really is. Let Herbert sling the pigskin. Yep. If we draft Herbert's brother in a few years, that'd be yeah, I'm not liking this either, dude. It's almost to the point where it's ticking me off. I'm going to have to make some adjustments before next week. We get the field goal. We got 1 score. We're within 1 score, but we're going to need a touchdown and 2 points in order to make something happen. Right now, though, dude, jeez, man, I have to go in and make some serious adjustments. I watched a couple of games prior just to make sure that everything was tuned correctly. Then we get in here and the depth chart isn't even correct anymore. So we'll fix a lot of stuff before next week. Who are we playing next week now that I'm here, though? If we're already talking about that. Next week, schedule, week 2, the Chargers play the Dallas Cowboys. So Sim Sundays next week is going to be versus the Dallas Cowboys. See if we can work out a lot of the kinks that we ran into today. All right, 6-14, 5:15 left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. The Chargers definitely have a shot at still coming back from this, but Washington has just seemed unstoppable, and the Chargers have just really seemed to stall quite a bit on offense. Why'd you stop posting on your Mutt channel? I haven't stopped, I haven't given up on it. I definitely needed to take a step back and reassess how I want to operate it. Just kind of wait and see. Sit back. I'm trying to see if I do want to do something different for Madden 22, so keep that in mind. Just sit back. We'll figure something out. After all the work I put into designing it and all the other things, I just want to make sure that we do it right when we do come back. It's going to be a run here. I think it's McKissick for a couple of yards. BRB, guys. I need a refill. Your opinion on the Jets? They need a lot of work, but they got a quarterback now. Definitely higher on this kid than I was on Sam Darnold, so they're moving in the right direction, but still a lot of work to be done. 15's going to pick up the first down. Kenneth Murray with the stop. Yeah, it's Anthony Lynn. Unfortunately, we cannot change the coach. Got some Washington fans in here, too. I'm sure you guys are excited. They've been moving, dude. That offense has been insane. The defensive line has been just shredding the Chargers all game. Been wild. Finally made it with jersey rocking today. We got the Joey Bosa alternate navy blue. Thoughts on Lions putting Sewell at right tackle? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's horrible. You got the best offensive line prospect in forever, and you're making him switch positions and making them all uncomfortable. I don't know. I've just heard a lot of things that he's not entirely happy with it either. But maybe that, I don't know. Washington overhyped? I don't know. I know it's hard. to not take user controls. You bet your butt it is, man. There's just so many things I'm seeing here. Like, dude, you got protection. You have to make something happen. Take off with Justin Herbert, too. I want to see him scramble more. He's had a lot of opportunities to pick up 5-6 yards, first downs. But he just I don't know, just finds out a way to get sacked instead. Lynn has no football quarterback. Thoughts on Asante Samuel? He's going to be amazing. Another run up the middle. Almost got away. Thank goodness there for, who is that? Chris Harris Jr. playing in the slot. Love me those Navy jerseys. If only we can get throwback helmets. Dude, did you guys see my tweet the other day? Probably like a week ago. It seems that they might be changing the one helmet rule. And if you guys know what that means, it means that you can't have multiple helmets. That means that you're stuck with one color, right? They might be changing that, which means the Chargers might actually be able to use that Navy helmet, like maybe like an updated throwback version of like the LaDainian Tomlinson helmet, the one that he was wearing in the 2006 game versus the Broncos. You guys remember that really classic navy blue? I want to see those come back, maybe with a little bit of an update to match the Navy uniforms. But you imagine all Navy with yellow accents. Oh, that would be sick. That'd be sick. 3rd and 8. Fitzpatrick's looking underneath, and it's going to be a 3rd down stop. 4th and 3 at this point. Fackrell in there with the stop. And hopefully the Chargers get another crack at offense to actually score a touchdown. We've been sitting here for almost 3 full quarters, and yet to see the Chargers score a TD. That'd be pretty terrible for Justin Herbert, who I'm hoping can break multiple records. This is definitely not a good start, though, to his sophomore return. I really want to see him compete for something insane this year, which, again, in real life, I think he will. In Madden right now, it's not looking great. Yeah, Madden's a goober. For real. We got to make a comeback. I thought he was 33. It says 3 currently. Yeah. So I got to change it back to 33 before week 2. Again, week 2 is going to be next week on Sunday, same time, 11 a.m. Pacific. We are going to be facing the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys in week 2. And this one's being played at home. Week 2 at home. Maybe the Chargers find a spark and spank the Cowboys. Director, I feel like we should wear more of the royal blues. We only wear it twice. I like the royal blues a lot, but somebody came up with the proposition that we nix the royal blues and make the navies our alternate jersey. I think I'd be all about that. Austin Eckler giving us a little bit of breathing room with a 4-yard gain. Please, Chargers, quick slants, something fast, something using Justin Herbert's incredible arm, something using Johnson's speed, something using Keenan Allen's route running. Move the ball vertically, please. It's going to be another run, I bet. Yeah, here it comes, and 2 yards. 2 yards for Austin Eckler up the middle. Does this roster have Webb, Neiman, Hymas? Yeah, it has everybody. It has everybody, but I think I need to go through and adjust like the depth charts and stuff like that. It seems that everything's kind of out of whack, which I did for this game, but I have to wait and see. This such as Madden. 3rd and 4, again, just such a bad game offensively. Chargers are not going to convert it. Jared Cook maybe a yard short, inches short. You got to think about going for it here. We're getting close to the 4th quarter. Do you think Julio Jones is still a possibility? Big possibility. Again, realistically, I would give it like a 15% chance, but that's still enough to get me excited. That's 15% real percent chance of Julio Jones coming to the Chargers. Everybody's saying if he comes to this team, instant Super Bowl contenders. No longer sleepers, but the team you have to watch out for. So I'm just so hoping the Chargers pull the trigger on it. Now, my question to you guys, what's the most you'd be willing to give up for him? I'm seeing some people say, let's go ahead and throw him a 1st. Other people saying, let's throw him a 2nd and maybe a 5th or something like that. That's where I'm sitting right now. The Chargers tend to really hit with their first-round picks. After that, it's kind of wishy-washy. So I'm really hoping we can get him for like a 2nd and maybe a 3rd or 4th. 13% chance. Yeah, I gotta need a Hail Mary. I don't want to see SoFi Stadium when we host the Cowboys. we were a Super Bowl contender without Jones, to be honest. I would say we're definitely sleepers at this point because, I mean, look where we're at. We're in the AFC West. We have to be up, like, pretty confident that we can take down the Kansas City Chiefs at least once, right? Which I think we're capable of right now. But if we had Julio Jones, the odds of taking down the Chiefs go way, way up. And I think that's why people are really hoping to see that happen. Here we go, guys. I think Fackrell once again with a nice stop. Fackrell has really stepped in there and been a nice force in the middle. 14:50 left on the clock. The Chargers desperately need to get the ball back here soon. No flags in this stim. It should be there, but we haven't seen any so far. I think we saw one. I think we saw one at the beginning in the first quarter and haven't seen one since. 2nd and 9. Here comes Joey Bosa with a huge sack. 2 sacks this game for Joey Bosa, who's now in the zone. This could be pretty big, guys. Madden 21, it lives and breathes with these abilities, right? Joey Bosa being in the zone can make a huge difference here. I think he has an X factor called unstoppable, which should give us a better chance at getting to Ryan Fitzpatrick more often. Maybe we see a 3-sack game today for Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa giving this team hope going into the 4th quarter, and we really need to find a rhythm here. Well, Denver land Rodgers, I really hope not too. 3rd and 12. Joey Bosa still can't find his way through 82. Broken tackle, and it's going to be a 4th down. Nice play by Joey Bosa. 2 sacks this game. Chris Harris Jr. wraps him up. They're at the 49-yard line. Chargers, we need a nice return or something to go our way here because when we got pinned inside the 10, they did nothing but run and punt it away. Have an idea for your next game? Make offensive playbook Saints for Lombardi. Make defensive Rams for Staley. That is what you are currently witnessing right now, Mr. Sawyer. We actually did change the playbooks to that just before this started. Denver gets Rodgers. Broncos are a wild card team. Yeah, there's a couple of things that could happen inside the AFC West if teams, have the guts to make 1 or 2 moves. The Chargers with Julio could definitely start really pushing for that AFC West title. But if Aaron Rodgers comes to the Broncos, you could say the same thing. I think this division in particular, we're starting to understand what it takes to take down Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. You got to do something. And I really think the Chargers, with that $20 million extra left in cap, probably should go ahead and spend it. Some people were worried that we'd be putting too much money at the wide receiver position, which, yes, we are. But this is the time you do stuff like that when you've got a rookie quarterback on a cheap deal for the next 4 years. Feel me? How big do you think Asante Samuel have an impact on this team? Big. Come on, toss it to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is going to pick up a respectable 5, 6, or 7 yards. What do we got here? 8 yards for Keenan Allen on the underneath. Keep doing that, man. Just keep finding Keenan Allen. He's going to get open. He's going to get open. Keep tossing it to Keenan Allen. We also need some depth in the secondary. That's my biggest concern right now is depth in that secondary for sure. Just as likable as an ex-girlfriend. I ain't saying nothing, but I ain't denying nothing either. Here comes Justin Herbert. Maybe toss it underneath to Eckler. Eckler is going to get wrapped up, and that's going to be a minus, 2 yards. 3rd and 4. Aye. Why does Rodgers want to play for the Raiders? They've gone downhill. I don't know if that's... I heard that was a rumor, but I don't know if that's confirmed, dude. That'd be kind of crazy. What happens if we don't spend any muckets? Just stays in our pocket. Is there any sort of carryover? Yeah, it's called rollover cap. So if we don't spend $20 million this year, it rolls over into 2022, which basically pays for Derwin James. So that's pretty good. But you want to spend the money while you have it with the rookie quarterback situation. I say that all the time. Speaking of which, just barely misses Tyron Johnson. 4th and 4. Are they thinking of going for it on their own 25? It's probably a punt. They always show the huddle right before they punt, which is stupid. This guy ran 4.2. I think Johnson ran like a 4.28 or something like that. 4.31. I don't remember. Guys, let me know. Can you share who this roster was created by? Yeah, it's by that franchise guy. We've talked about him a couple times already. You can find it by going to the Madden community files, I think, and he's one of the most downloaded. I think it's called TFG roster or something like that. He did a lot of work, so definitely hit up his channel, say thank you, because he's got pretty much all the new players and everybody in here right now. Hang on one sec. Joey Bosa still with the X factor. Playing the edge. I need to see Joey do something right here, man. Joey Bosa. And they're going to give up a huge amount of... That's ridiculous. Director's getting mad. Okay. Just want to say love the vids. Keep it up. Hey, thank you so much, Lavelle. Good to see you. Yeah, this is brutal, dude. I don't know if I need to go in and make some adjustments, but this does not feel very authentic to me. I mean, it could be. I hate to be that guy, but sometimes you got to think, can this defensive line cause so much damage that it really throws off this game? It could. But I'm seeing a lot of things that I'm very worried about as far as getting a nice simulation for the YouTube channel. This guy, 86, tight end, he's been ridiculous all game. Fitzpatrick's missed like 2 passes. Justin Herbert's missed like half his passes with an interception. Live in Maryland. Nice. Good to see you there, Diego. Yeah, it's Madden. Yeah, we're seeing the Fitz magic this game, too. Not authentic at all, in my opinion. We won't complain too much because it's just a Madden game. But, like, I'll be taking a look before week 2 versus Dallas Cowboys. You guys got my word on that. 1st and 10, Washington. Play action. Look at all that protection. Rushing 5. 86 is going to break another tackle and pick up about 15 yards. I don't know what to say anymore, dude. Holy crap. Holy crap, have they been absolutely disgusting. Cam Sims is a wide receiver. That's right. I'll tell you who it should be right now. It should be Terry McLaurin, Adam Humphries, Cam Sims, 6'5" wide receiver. You are correct. Out of Alabama. The dude's just disgusting. Or it could be Steven Sims Jr., who's also on their team. Here comes 25. Where are they at? The 24-yard line. Patrick is like, yeah. Diami Brown. That's right, too. Did they get Diami Brown? Yeah, they did. Diami Brown should be up there, too. So, yeah, the depth chart's all messed up. Oh, dude. And we're still getting spanked. Yeah, we're getting mauled pretty horribly. Look at that, man. Look at these blocks, broken tackles, everything. Disgusting. And again, I projected Chargers to win this game, but if we come out and lose this game, it'd be a kind of a very sad start to the beginning of the season. Certainly a sad start I'm seeing right now to the Sim Sundays. They got DJ Moore too. Underneath pass. Is it complete, though? This is big. It is complete. For real? It looked like he had 1 foot out of bounds. Come on, man. This is Madden. This is maddening. Although I don't see DJ Moore on the roster. Come on, Joey. Finally, a batted pass from this man, Sims. Jeez, on the 14-yard line, 7 minutes left to play. The problem here is that the Chargers are going to be down 2 scores once they do score a field goal. Unless we can get in there and stop it, get a pick, get an interception. We got to get a turnover here. Otherwise, we are in big, big trouble. We'll need to stop and another score, which we have been incapable of touchdowns this game. The reason the Chargers are losing so bad is because it's on All-Pro and you're simming from the Chargers side. You got to start the game on neither side. Okay. We'll try that next week, too. I'm actually going to put that in my notes here. Maybe that is the issue here. But we're going to put it in the book because, again, anything can happen. Let me actually go ahead and put that in my notes, though. Thank you for pointing that out, though, man. I haven't really done anything like this before. We will turn Fitz magic into Fitz tragic. 3rd and 7, Washington. All sorts of time. Bosa out there in coverage for some reason. And that's going to be a first down. 2 yards to go. Skins fan, I don't see us beating the Air Bear week 1. We have several MVPs before his career is over. Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, like, it could certainly happen because your guys' defensive line is disgusting, but it really depends on what version of Fitzpatrick takes the field that day. I think Washington could certainly be a team that can beat anybody, but it really depends. It really depends on the state of that quarterback. Yeah, Cam Sims again. Fitzpatrick's looking for the open man. He's going to take off. Somebody get there, and it's going to be Fackrell. Fackrell with the sack. It should be a sack. 1 sack for Fackrell. At least the Chargers getting some pressure this game. That defense, not too bad. Or is it Logan Thomas? Yeah. Yeah, this Sim's not going our way, but I'll do some more research. We'll make sure everything's locked in for next week again versus the Dallas Cowboys. 5:46 left on the clock. The Chargers need a stop here somehow, dude. If it's a touchdown, it's probably in the books because we'll need a 2-point conversion, which I'm not very confident in right now. And almost intercepted by Derwin James. That could have been the play we needed to turn this game around. That would have been the one right there, but it comes up short. Got a feeling we're not going to trade for Rashawn after this loss stuff. Oh, the Washington football team. I don't know. Again, that's really up in the air. I wouldn't touch that until it's all kind of figured out. You want me to take over? Here comes Washington, and he's going to get sacked again. So many sacks today. Uchenna Nwosu puts him on his butt, and the Chargers do come up with a stop here. Still, it's going to be 17-6. It's going to be very difficult for the Chargers to catch up here. At this point already, the Chargers needed a little bit of help. So there'll be 2 scores if we allow this field goal. Yeah, he dropped the interception. Why is Sweat on offense? Such is Madden, dude. I have so much work to do making sure this is good for next week. And that's going to be 3 points for Washington. Here we go. Hoping Dolphins didn't take Herbert. I wanted Herbert over Tua and Burrow. You got some good football like IQ and insight there, man. A lot of people wanted the opposite. Chargers signed Kaepernick to be a backup. I think we already signed a guy. Oh my goodness. I always think it's Chase Daniel, right? Yeah. So I don't think we're in need for another backup. I was thinking Chase Daniel or the other backup for the LA, or I should say the St. Louis Rams back in the day. Do you think we should sign a remaining free agent like Malik Hooker or Olivier Vernon or Richard Sherman? It's still possible, but if we do spend any of that money, you could sprinkle it out between 3 or 4 okay guys, or you can go after the big guy. And I think the Chargers are at that point where you should just go grab the big guy, man. Get the big name. Get the big difference maker on whatever side of the ball. At this point, you know, a lot of people are saying too, like, why would we go after Julio when we have bigger needs? It's because that caliber of player at the position you want is just not available. Probably won't be available next year either. You know what I mean? So if you can grab a difference maker now, regardless of position, because you have the funds, you have the means to do it, then do it. Herbert scrambling around, looking around, and almost picked up by Eckler, but just nobody open. I saw people open. So this game is just as likely to happen as Sweat being an offensive line huddle every play. You see Hunter switch number to 85 to pay tribute to Gates. I did see that. It's cool. I'm going to miss Hunter so much, dude. I am a little bitter, though. I'm not going to lie. 2nd and 10. Herbert's looking for the open target. He's scrambling. Finally, we're seeing some yards on the ground. Herbert's going to slide, pick up about 5 yards. Only 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter, guys. I think this is about wrapped up. Should we re-sign Egram for a cheap deal? I know some people want that to happen. Honestly, I'd be excited if we decided to do that. I'd be very happy to have him back, but I think Telesco just came out and straight up said it's not happening. I think he says that they haven't talked about it in a long time. It's not really in our stars. 3rd and 4, Chargers. Jared Cook, is he going to be short? They're going to go for it. They have to go for it. He is short, 4th and inches. That defensive line coverage, everything crazy. It's not Herbert, it's a fraud. Lots of checkdowns, lots of bad play calling, lots of bad decisions this game, but we'll try some stuff different next week. We got, what, 16 more games to get through, everybody? Calm down. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Chargers elect to run it here, I think. No, it's going to be a pass, and he's going to toss it to Mike Williams, who picks up a nice first down. Nice. But you got to score real quick if you want a chance here, man. You got to score. And Lance coaching, that's why there's unfortunately nothing I could do to fix that. Trust me, we looked into it. What's your guess on the score in the actual game will be? I'll have to look at my my first spitball prediction thing. I have it open somewhere. I think I did have us winning this, but it would be a lower scoring game. I think I had us winning it like 13-10 or something kind of ridiculous. Finally, we see Austin Eckler being used right there. 5th reception, 31 yards for Eckler. And there's the first successful screen of the game for the Chargers. The first one that wasn't blown up instantly. Herbert will pick up some big chunks with his. Yeah, dude. Man, AI is bad. Sometimes it can be. I feel like I've watched so many. Most of the time, they're not bad. This one was particularly bad. I'm wondering if I should get my other Xbox. So I have an Xbox here in my studio. It's the Xbox One. And then I have an Xbox Series X with the other Madden on it. I was considering bringing it down for this, but it makes me nervous moving that thing because it's so hard to find. I'll see what I can do with this. What's going on, Hugo? How's it going, man? We are wrapping up this game. Washington and that defensive line just causing so many problems for Justin Herbert and this team. Almost impossible to score. This is the best drive we've seen this game for the Chargers, and he's still running for his life. It's going to be another sack for Washington. Montez Sweat takes him down. Eesh. You do play-by-play too, director? Play-by-play? I can do some play-by-play. That's kind of what we've been doing. But I'm not going to play the game if that's what you're asking, too. I don't touch it. I let the computer handle it. Over here, bummed out. Remember, this is a sim. Yeah, dude, it's just a sim, everybody. Look at that Jared Cook with the first down. We might see our first touchdown of the Chargers sim season right here. The 58 seconds left, though. $5 holla from Randall. Renee! You had to be here. It's one of those you had to be here moments. Randall Rasnick, thank you so much, man. Renee! 46 seconds left. We're looking for the first Chargers touchdown of the season in Sunday Sims. Here we go. Is he open? And it's a flag. But who was that to? Pass interference, defense. Are we going to accept that? Was it a touchdown? We're going to accept that. I couldn't see who that was to. I think that was maybe Tyron Johnson. Chargers, 38 seconds, 1 yard to go. We'd have to get an onside kick and just hope and pray. Can you keep the chat on after the game? Yeah. Yeah, the penalties do exist. They do exist. The Chargers do need to stay passing here, though, as to preserve as much clock as they can. He's going to toss it to Tyron Johnson, who's going to come up short. Not going to be able to bring that in. 2nd and goal, but that's what I like to see. I want to see more quick passes. I want to see more quick passes like that. 76. Yeah, it's Madden. But there are some things wrong, though, dudes. We downloaded a custom roster. The depth charts were all messed up. Tons of stuff messed up. So we got to fix it before the next exposition. Herbert is going to toss it. Touchdown, Jared Cook. Finally, the first touchdown of the Chargers Madden Sim season. We did it. It took up to 32 seconds, but Jared Cook's going to be the first Charger to score a touchdown in Sunday Sims. Oh, my God. 2 go for it. Yeah, they got to go for it here. Analytically, it makes sense for them to go for it here. Hopefully, we can pick up a 2-point conversion. My God, dudes, what a journey. What a journey to get to that first touchdown. Jared Cook's going to be our red zone target, one of our featured red zone targets, I believe, in the real season as well, and he's going to pick up the first 6 for the Bolts this year. Man, geez. Yeah, sheesh, dude. So long. Okay, so the Chargers technically kind of still in it. We need this 2-point conversion first. He's going to toss it to Keenan Allen, who fell out of bounds. who caught it in the end zone and fell out of the end zone. That's been the kind of game we've been witnessing. So now they need a touchdown and they need an onside kick here. So it's probably over, but still they have 3 timeouts. You never know. Yeah, they have to get the onside kick here, otherwise it's it. It's done. The Chargers losing in overtime. It's realistic. You bet, dude. That was in. It could have been in. It should have been in. Keenan has much better awareness to fall out of the end zone like that, but it's Madden. Still, the score is looking a little bit better than it did before. 12-17. Ay. All right, here we go. This is for all the marbles. It's got to be an onside kick, right? It's an onside kick. And Washington is going to just scoop that up. They have 3 timeouts. Technically can still make something happen, but you're going to need a heck of a nice play to wrap things up if you do get the ball back. Are you willing to do quick sims on this game, like X amount of times, to see who generally won the most? Nah, man, we got to wrap things up. My wife's got to take off here in a minute. So we're going to do this every Sunday, though. So next week, we're still going to have the Chargers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Completely new game. We're going to try and fix all of the rosters and stuff beforehand, too, especially of all the teams that we're playing, because this is exhibition. I cannot do this in franchise mode because the schedule is wrong. So in order to get the right schedule, we're coming in here to exhibition, and we're using a custom roster by that franchise guy. Led by Anthony Lynn, no surprise. Yeah, here comes a run up the middle, and they're going to burn their first timeout. This is all kind of... I don't think we're going to make a comeback here. Pick 6 by Derwin, that'd be insane. Shouldn't Josh Palmer be in the starting lineup? He is, but he's the 4th string wide receiver on this team right now. So if they came out in like 5 wide receiver sets or whatever like that, then yeah, you might see him. But he's got to work his way up the roster. Maybe I ask you guys, like, do you guys want to see stuff like that? Do you want to see, like, maybe some rookies that you like making their way up the depth chart, or maybe 1 game or 2 games we let them, play wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3? Let me know. Yeah, they should just kneel. Fumble the kneel. You guys remember that game, Halloween, back forever when? Phillip Rivers, all he had to do was kneel against the Kansas City Chiefs on that Halloween game, and he fumbled it. That's one of my worst memories as a Chargers fan. I was so ticked off the rest of that day. Oh, my Lord. Kansas City recovers. I think we go to overtime, and they beat us in overtime because we fumbled the kneel. Ugh. That was one of the worst. That's going to be it, guys. The Washington football team in week 1 are going to defeat the Los Angeles Chargers 12-17. Not what you like to see in the first week of franchise or of Sim Sundays, but it is what it is. Typical Chargers game for me. Yeah, it's what it is. It's Madden. It's Madden. Next week, however, we are playing the Dallas Cowboys at home. First home game, SoFi Stadium. The Chargers starting the year 0-1. Matter of fact, I have a spreadsheet. We're going to go ahead and put that in right now. And I do need to record just a second at the end of the game just for the stats. And I'll go back and use my spreadsheet to keep track of stats of guys like Justin Herbert, Kenneth Murray, who had a pretty good game, Joey Bosa, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen. Beat the Cowboy. Yeah, dude, first game. But hey, this is Madden. This is football. Sometimes you got to take your medicine. Either way, I think we learned some stuff today, too, as to how to help these simulations be a little bit more accurate. This is definitely one of those games that we're hoping the Chargers would definitely not look as terrible as they did. But you never know. Again, that defensive line of Washington could certainly throw a lot of the Chargers a lot of problems. At least the Chargers and Star SoFi games and the Haka. That'd be so cool if they came out and did the Haka. Do you plan on going to any games this year? I'm hoping to. I will give you guys a heads up if I do, so we can go meet up at a restaurant or something and hang out. Still not over the Marlon McCree interception and fumble against New England in 06. Sometimes, man, those things just sit with you. They sit with you your entire life. I think Rivers fumbled when we only needed 20-something yard field goal. Yep, that's the one. That was the one, Kansas City, Halloween. All right, guys, let me go ahead and grab a quick flash of the stats here. We're going to skip this because how sad. Okay, so I just have to grab a couple of stats here for the Chargers. There's Justin Herbert. 1 interception, 1 touchdown. He ended the game with 183 yards. That's pretty bad. Rushing for Austin Eckler, 47 yards, no score. Herbert, 2 for 10. Receiving, Jared Cook, 52 yards and a touchdown, which wasn't bad. Eckler, 5 for 31. Allen, 5 for 63. Mike Williams, 2 for 26. Just a very bad game. Very bad game for the Chargers. Blocking, Bulaga allowed 1 sack. Defensively, Kenneth Murray. There we go. Interception and anything here. I don't think I'm gonna keep track of all these deep stats here. Just maybe the tackles and stuff, because I'm doing all of this on a spreadsheet. So Kenneth Murray, Drew Tranquil, Chris Harris. I think the other ones I wanted were Derwin James, Joey Bosa, who had 2 sacks this game. Derwin James had a sack. If anything, the Chargers pass rush was pretty dang good. Mike Davis, Uchenna Nwosu also got a sack. Jerry Tillery, I think we're capturing 2. I think that was it. Josh Palmer on defense. Why? Yeah, this is all sorts of messed up. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today. How often you doing these streams? So this is Sim Sundays. So you're going to see me on Sundays every week until kickoff. Does that sound good to you guys? Yeah? Type 9 for K9 in the chat if that's cool. If you guys want to see these every single Sunday, Sim Sundays. Next week, I'll show you guys actually the schedule here really quick. So next week, next Sunday, same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, we're going to be playing against the Dallas Cowboys, and then after that we're going up against the Chiefs. So the Chargers definitely need to figure some things out before going up against our biggest division rival in the Kansas City Chiefs. And then again, I'll be looking into some of the settings and stuff with the game. It definitely had its ups and downs, more downs. There was some mention of starting it in the neutral position for the sim, as well as needed to take a look at some of the depth charts. We're using a custom roster, so maybe things got thrown out of whack. So I'll test it a couple of times before we play the Dallas Cowboys next week. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Director. Heads up, if you want a jersey, you're probably going to find out tomorrow, so make sure you check your email, your Twitter, whatever. I'll let you guys know how I'm contacting you. We're giving away both the Kellen Winslow and the Sean Merriman jersey. I think I'm pulling the winners tomorrow. And then additionally, next week, same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, we're going to be facing the Chargers versus the Dallas Cowboys at home at SoFi Stadium. Should be a pretty good one. Maybe we give guys like Josh Palmer a little bit more playing time after seeing guys like Tyron Johnson drop so many passes this week. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Director. We'll see you next time. And as always, bolt up and stay frosty.